Good. Hello, I'm standing here in Holbrook, Arizona, in front of the Schuster store. It's owned by Adolf Benjamin Schuster. This is actually their third store, their last one. They had two others, one over on Railroad Avenue and one over in the Henning block. Being this corner is a little noisy, I'm going to continue this video inside the Navajo County Courthouse. See you in a minute. Okay, now we're inside the Navajo County Courthouse. It's the story of Red McNeil's robbery of the Schuster store. May 30th, 1888, Adolf Schuster was inside the store cleaning up, getting ready to close up for the evening. His brother Ben was in the adjoining room sleeping. About that time, a young man walked in with two Colt's revolvers drawn. He ordered Schuster, Adolf, to put his hands up and take him to the safe. Interaction between the robber and Adolf was overheard by Ben, who wasn't quite asleep yet. And as the robber escorted Adolf back towards the safe, Ben peeked through the doorway and saw what was going on. So Ben Schuster slips out of his room, goes to the neighboring saloon. There he secures a double-barreled shotgun, 12 gauge, loaded with buckshot, and the help of two people, guys who were both armed with Colt's revolvers. They leave the saloon, they come back to Schuster's store. Instead of coming in the side door, they come right in the front door. The outlaw who's standing there with Adolf is told to raise his hands. He's not about to do so, but he also realizes he cannot get out the same entrance he came in. So he grabs Adolf and starts slipping out towards the back door and pulling Adolf along with him as he goes. He had already secured about $120 out of the safes, so he's had a pretty good haul. They start moving, and Ben, as they move off towards the back door, Ben Schuster and his men move out towards the front door. Right as they get to the back door, the outlaw pushes Adolf towards his brother, starts to slip out the back door, and Ben has just enough time to fire off one barrel of the shotgun, which splinters the door jamb, and the outlaw slips off into the night. Next morning, when they went to look at the damage, they found pieces of the buckshot all along the door jamb, and they also found pieces of the outlaw's shirt. Ben Schuster's blast from the shotgun had actually hit McNeil. However, McNeil was not terribly wounded. As far as we know, he slipped out the back door and headed across the little Colorado River. The story left a poem there, but it's a little too long for me to recite at this time. This is not the end of McNeil's story. At the time, Holbrook, Arizona was part of Apache County, not Navajo County. It didn't split off until 1895. That put Holbrook under the jurisdiction of Commodore Perry Owens, who was the sheriff of Apache County. Immediately, the Schusters went down, swore out a warrant, and it was given to Owens to apprehend Red McNeil. There's two copies of the warrant made. The first one went to Commodore Perry Owens, who was the Apache County Sheriff. The second one went to Adolf Schuster. He framed it and hanged it in his office, where it stayed for about 50 years. Many years later, Red McNeil would see it again. But that's a story for another time.